Alright, so now that we've been over the basics, it's time to speed things up a little bit. So instead of taking the main entrance, we're taking the side entrance because we're trying to get more lashers. And if you take the side entrance, there's an extra pack of lashers that you can take for free. There's even a pod that you can get extra lashers out of. So we're just going to go full HP, full mana, get straight into it. So this run should be considerably faster than a regular run, just because of the strategy that I use, which isn't really that complicated. It's just pulling a lot of mobs at the same time. There I got lucky, didn't get combat. If I would have gotten combat, I would have probably just jumped left and Nova'd the patrol, gone straight for the safe spot. But because I'm not in combat yet, I'm going to use this as kind of an intermediary safe spot to get mana and health. Because obviously the patrol's going by, I can see that there's a Grom's Blood spawn. Okay, we can see that there's no book, right? Doesn't look like there's a book. Okay. So I'm just going to pull these away from the herb. Not a big deal. If one of them resists, that's why it's important to stand on the pillar. So there's no book here. We're going to explode the pod, and then we're going to blink through the tree. Okay, poison, that's bad. Typically, if you start moving out of the poison cloud fast enough with blink, you won't even take a single tick of damage, so that's nice. Looks like, okay, yeah, the patrols did not render in, so that should be clean. You want to blink and then stop moving just to group them tighter so that they don't social with the patrol, but like I said, they didn't even render in, so it was pretty clean. And then we're just ice blocking as soon as we're out of the patrol path. And then you cancel the block when they're not hitting you. It's nice to have ice barrier up in case one of them resists the Nova. But they die so quickly that it doesn't matter. I'm obviously Shatter Spec with Burning Soul and Ignite and all that, so you know, stuff takes a lot of damage, and I don't exactly suffer from pushback. And even if you do, if you have Ice Armor up, the pushback just doesn't matter. It's just completely insignificant. Were those coming or going? Okay, I think I make it. Yeah. So I'm just gonna Evo here, because why not? And then this pull is pretty much the same as the first one. It's a 4 pull. The only thing that's complicated is you want to make sure that with this one you don't get the patrol coming. And then as soon as you're in range of this, you want to counter spell and blink. I might have taken a tick of poison. For this, if you're not a gnome, instead of going over the pod, just avoid it, because you don't have Escape Artist, and you obviously just use your blink. So Cold Snap into Ice Block, go when nobody's hitting you, refresh the barrier. And this was just incredibly clean, but what's even more amazing about it is how fast it was. So let's see. Now I just have to remember, there was an herb there. I got the Grom's Blood barely. Did I get the Dream Foil on this half of the map yet? I don't think so. So I'm taking off my gear. I'm taking off my Ice Armor. Yeah, we're just going to go straight for the Dream Foil. And then we're probably going to reset into the Death Lash. But this one, because it's close to the patrol, still have my knife equipped. You just want to take off as much gear as possible so that you can avoid the durability hit, but it's obviously not that important, right? And so now I'm just going to show you how to get back to the side door, and as you can see, 4 minutes and 46 seconds. to have killed 87 lashers, all the herbs, checked both book spawns. Like, that's nuts. And then I guess the big thing is for if you're doing a lockout on run 2 and 4, it's like, well, for the second 4 pull, you're not going to have cold snap. Like, you can just do a 2 pull, you pull the one in the middle to the other one, and then you pull the 2 that are left together. And like, realistically, you can do all 4 without ice block. It's just that once you get to the point where you ice block, you blink, and you blink as through them as you possibly can. And then you hit them with Cone of Cold, Frost Nova, and you kind of want to juggle them a little bit so that they're stacked up. But like, it's tough. Like with my gear, it's tough. I'd say it's kind of 50-50. So at that point, you got to ask yourself, like, is it worth saving 30 seconds for a potential 1 minute penalty that's, 50-50? That's losing. So I'd say if you're not comfortable with it, if you don't want to risk it, just do 2 pulls at the end. It's not tough. It's not a big deal. You're still going to be going plenty fast. The fact that I'm going like 3 or 4 minutes faster than a regular clear makes up for it. So yeah, here we're turning right instead of going straight. That's how you get to the side entrance. That's it. You just turn right instead of going straight. And then there's a whole bunch of fancy architecture that's going to tempt you to not walk in straight lines. You're just going to want to keep walking in straight lines. That's it.